Hello and thank you for tuning in. This video is about introduction to eControl Studio, which is the software that is used by our machines to create etchings. We are often asked by people interested in our machines, how is the size of etching set up? How does machine know where to position the etching on the stone, etc.? All these questions will be answered in this video, and then we will get into more details on the elements of user interface in subsequent videos. Mostly our videos are aimed at current users of our machines, but since this particular one is about introduction to eControl Studio, anybody interested in the process of creating etchings on the stone might find this video useful. It answers a lot of questions that people typically ask about our etchers. The voice you're hearing is that of Andrei Larionov, Director of Economical Solutions Corporation. Let's talk about our company quickly. Our company is called Economical Solutions, and our website is called impactetching.com. We are located in Ontario, Canada. The goal of our company is to bring unique diamond stone engraving machines to US and Canadian market, and we are currently offering two models. One of them is the stationary one, which is called DiamondEdge Max, and the compact one, which is called DiamondEdge Sprinter. One thing to understand about our machines is that they are not lasers. They physically hit stone with diamond tip, and that makes them much easier to use. They create deep and bright etchings. Our machines are purpose-built for monument builders. We've been on the market for more than 7 years, and we have around 150 satisfied customers between Canada and the US. The generation of machines we're offering now is the second generation, which is 2 times faster than the previous one. So, what is eControl Studio? It is the software designed to work with our DiamondEdge machines and only with those machines. It will not work with any other equipment. It is included in the delivery of any etching machine. We periodically update it with bug fixes and new features, and it's designed to be super simple and super easy to use. We recognize that people who buy our machines are not necessarily that technically savvy, and we make every effort to make our software and our equipment easy to use. So, what is that eControl does? It is used to create layout of your etchings. You select dimensions and location of your etching on the stone, and you configure the etching parameters such as etching resolution, dithering method, brightness, and contrast. Well, let's just quickly look at the etching process steps and see where this particular piece of software fits in. So, first of all, you need to obtain the image, which in majority of scenarios provided to you either in electronic format, or you have some paper, photograph, or drawing, or sketch. Not all of it is portrait. It can be some scene that you want to etch. In the latter case, you have to scan it into your computer. So once you obtained and digitized the image, you need to edit the image. We'll talk about editing in later videos, but the idea is that every image, no matter how good, need to be prepared for etching. So you can do it yourself if you're so inclined. It requires a little bit of work and knowledge of raster editor, but it's completely doable. Or you can use our image editing service, which for $20 flat fee for portraits will edit your image, and that flat fee covers any number of changes. I have a typo here. It covers any number of changes to your image if you're not happy with it, or you want another follow-up changes. How to do that? You can use any advanced raster editing program. A typical example, which is Adobe Photoshop or Corel Photo Paint. Then there's a free one called Paint.net, and there's many others. Once you prepared your image for editing, you would have to specify the layout and actually launch the etching job. And that is what eControl Studio is used for. It connects directly to our equipment, it connects directly to our etcher, and once the layout and position of your etching on the stone is specified, it basically controls the machine, controls the etching machine. So, what we'll do next, I would like to do the etching eControl Studio demonstration end-to-end. Because this is an overview video, it might be useful for us to just go quickly through the entire process. And for this particular exercise, what I would like to do, I would like us to create a memorial plaque. And from some reason, I'm pretty excited about the device called gyroscope and its inventor, Elmer Sperry. So we'll just create a memorial plaque for Elmer Ambrose Sperry, which will combine his portrait with the actual drawing from the patent filed in 1918. It's a very nice sketch, which we'll use to combine with portrait, and that's what we'll do next. And put our plaque layout together and etch it on this granite tile that I have. Let me just quickly explain something to you first. As you see in this video in the top left corner of your screen, I have put a standard granite tile, 12 by 12 inches, inside of the frame of our etcher. This is just the layout we use for the office setting whenever I have to shoot some video. In the real production setup, when you do it in your workshop, this is the compact model designed to be put on top of the stone. So right where you see this desk of mine, that is the surface of the stone typically in the production setting. So our compact model is designed to be used like that. So let's just quickly go through the functions of eControl. First function is called Control Panel. That allows you to control the etching head and position it before launching your etching job. First of all, we need to initialize the machine. All CNC machines require to be initialized so that they can find their home position. And then once machine is initialized, we can move the etching head, and you can do it obviously through our eControl, as well as by using the remote that comes with you can do them both. So that's the function of controlling the etcher. Another function is viewing statistics. That's the history of all your past etching jobs. Another screen that is a very important one is called Material Definition. That is where you tell your etcher what kind of resolution to use when creating your engraving, what kind of dithering method, what is the brightness, contrast, etc., etc. This is the very important screen of eControl, which basically determines the look of your future etching. But since we're going to make a separate video for material definition, I'm just going to skip it. After all, this video is about overview, so we are more interested in seeing the entire process and then going into details at this point. So there's an etcher configuration where you configure different parameters, and the screen where you ultimately start the etching job, to which screen will come later. So let us start by creating a canvas. Canvas is best understood as the area of your future etching. It allows you to build the layout of your etching job based either on the area that you have designated for etching or even on the size of the entire stone. We will talk more about canvas and how to use them in next videos. For now, I'm just going to create canvas that's size 11 inches wide by 8 inches high. The reason I'm choosing this size is because this is the tile that is 12 by 12, so I want to position my edge somewhere in the middle of this tile. So 11 by 8 seems to be a good size. So I'm clicking on Create New Project. It asks me for canvas size. I'm entering 8, and width will be 11. And then once canvas is created, I'm going to start adding images to it. So the first image I'm going to add will be the portrait. Then I'm going to add, don't worry about what you see here, we'll fix that later. Then I'm going to add the gyroscope. Now let's maximize this window for now. I am going to zoom a little bit. Now obviously our images have all different sizes, which are easy to fix. So as you can see, program is extremely intuitive to use. You can just drag and move your images around. And this black area that you see right now is basically our canvas. This is our 11 by 8 inches area. And the reason I made it wider, I mean the width higher than height, is because I wanted to position my portrait and this particular drawing in this particular way next to each other. So we did this. Now then I also had a text. Let's try to insert it. Okay, it's always a little bit too big, but that's easy to fix. As you can see, this program is extremely convenient. So this black area is basically the area of our future etching. And now we have put together everything we wanted to put together. So portrait, the drawing of gyroscope, and the inscription or text, Elmer Sperry, inventor of gyroscope. All of these images that you see now combining our layout are available here. And I can actually choose different material settings, material configuration for each image. For example, I can tell machine to heat the stone stronger in the text area. So for text, I can choose different material configuration. Just for the sake of it, I choose offset, default offset. And for drawing and for portrait, I can use their own material configuration. It gives you a lot of flexibility in terms of controlling how your etching looks. All right, so now we kind of done. So in terms of putting the layout together, I'm going to save this project, and I am going to give it name version 01. Now it's time to explain a very important question, or answer a very important question that's being asked by anybody interested, well, not anybody, but many people interested in our machine. They ask, how do you know, how do you tell machine where to put the image on the stone? So let us assume that you are doing monument, some kind of, be the headstone or be it memorial plaque, and this is the size of your stone. This is the size of your die, if you want. And assume that this stone has some text on the left, some text on the bottom, and you, for example, have this, well, let's use a different color. You have this area designated for your etching. And after measuring this area, I'm drawing it with my mouse, so it might look a little bit ugly, but I hope we kind of will be able to understand what I'm trying to do here. So after measuring your area, you just figured out that it has certain dimensions. Let's just say that it is. I was trying to draw those arrows here. Not very easy to do it with your mouse. So let's just say that this area is, I don't know, 10 inches wide, 10 inches high, and 15 inches wide. This is basically what you need to enter into your canvas size. That's what you enter for your canvas, and then you build your canvas in eControl program. And then what you do, as you start your etching, you will have an option of positioning your tip in either in any of the four corners. It's just the option that you select, right? You can position your etching tip in any of the four corners, or in the middle of any of the sides of your area. If you think about it, this allows you for a lot of flexibility. So if you use the position in the middle of the sides, it's easier to center whatever you're etching in that area. And you really just move your etching head. Say you decided to start to position your etching head in this left bottom corner. You just move your etching head over there, and then you tell the program that now my etching head is in the left bottom corner of the future etching, and the size of my etching is 15 by 10 inches. And that's it. You just press the play button and machine will etch it for you. So let's see what it will look like in our case. So I'm clicking start. No, wait. First I need to position my etching head as I just said myself. So, okay, let me just bring back the video. And let's assume that, as I said, left bottom corner, it will be somewhere here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to just move my etching head into that area, and I can always move the etching head down to see closer where it is. And you know what, hold on, let me just move the camera a little bit down so you can see from that aspect what I mean. Right, so we have just positioned the etching head in the bottom left corner of the future etching. And I can move the etching tip all the way down to see where exactly on the stone that place is. All right. So then the next thing I do is pushing the play button to start the etching job. It takes a little bit of time to calculate everything. And if you just look at this area where my cursor right now is, that is how you tell the program where you have just positioned the tip of your etching head. Basically, I'm telling the program that I've positioned my head in the left bottom corner, and it knows that dimensions of my etching, just look above this area, are 11 by 8. And at this particular time, it actually tells you that this particular etching will take 44 minutes. And all is left is pressing play button. So I'm gonna do that. Then I'm gonna stop the video, and because I don't want to have you to wait for 44 minutes for it to complete, and then I'll show you the final result. So off we go. It's loading the image to the machine, and once the image is sent to the machine, it will start engraving. Very well. Okay, let's see what we got. And just tilt the tile a little bit so that it's better visible. Since we have indoor lighting, it might not look that bright. But actually, considering how little time I spent preparing the portrait, it came out, I would say, it came out well. So a little bit of reflection there. I don't know how to get rid of that reflection. But here's what we got. And I guess that concludes this particular video, the overview of eControl Studio. If you did understand what the program is used for, then that's all I was hoping for. Because for detailed information about eControl, we're going to create another video which will be posted very soon. The subsequent videos will talk about how to use eControl and all of its functionality in much more detail. So thank you for watching. Please continue with the next videos that will be posted very soon.